The blessed month of Ramadan approaches. I want to remind you of something that is more important than anything else you will prepare for this month. Yes, we prepare our schedules, we prepare our meals, we prepare our goals for Quran and prayer, but there is one thing that we must do before Ramadan begins, and if we neglect it, we risk missing out on the full mercy of this sacred month. And that one thing we must do is, before Ramadan starts, you must cleanse your heart by forgiving others. If you are holding on to pain, if someone has wronged you, if words have wounded you, let it go. And if you have wronged someone, if your words or actions have hurt another, do not wait. Call them, message them, say, "My dear brother, my dear sister, if I've ever hurt you in any way, please forgive me." Because how can we stand before Allah in Ramadan begging for His mercy when we have refused to show mercy to others? Our beloved Prophet ﷺ told us that when our deeds are presented to Allah, He forgives everyone except those who hold grudges against each other. Do you want to enter Ramadan with chains around your heart? Do you want to stand before Allah while your prayers are held back by the weight of hatred or resentment? No, my brothers and sisters, we all know that forgiving someone is not easy. Letting go of pain is not easy. When someone has hurt you deeply, your heart resists the idea of moving on. But we have to think of Allah. We have to remember that this life is short. We are not punishing the other person by holding on to these ill feelings. We are only torturing ourselves. What has happened has happened. There is no benefit in replaying the past over and over again. We are Muslims, and we are people of positivity. We do not live in the past. We move forward. Ramadan is a month of renewal, a month where we seek to be purified, a month where we beg Allah, "Ya Allah, forgive me." But how can we say those words sincerely if we are unwilling to forgive others? Our Prophet ﷺ said, "Show mercy to others, and the most merciful will show mercy to you." And now I want you to listen carefully to what happens when you choose to forgive. Allah forgives you. Allah says in the Quran, "Let them pardon and forgive." Do you not love that Allah should forgive you? And Allah is most forgiving, most merciful. If you forgive others, Allah will forgive you. If you let go of someone's mistake, Allah will erase yours. The next thing that happens is that Allah elevates your status. The Prophet ﷺ said, "No one forgives another except that Allah raises him in honor." The world may not see your pain, but Allah does. And when you swallow your anger, when you let go of the grudge, Allah raises you. He honors you, and He increases you in dignity. Next, Allah fills your heart with peace. Have you ever noticed that those who hold grudges are never truly happy? Their hearts remain heavy, their minds are restless. But when you forgive, Allah replaces your pain with peace. A Prophet ﷺ once asked his companions, "Do you want to see a man from paradise?" Then he pointed to a man and said, "This is a man from paradise." When they later asked this man what made him so special, he replied, "Every night before I sleep, I remove any ill feelings from my heart toward anyone." That was his secret. He forgave, and because of that, paradise was guaranteed for him. And finally, Allah answers your du'as. Some of us wonder why our prayers are not being answered, why our hearts feel distant from Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, if we want our du'as to reach the heavens, we must first cleanse our hearts on earth. So tonight, look into your heart. Is there anyone you are holding something against? A family member, a friend, a neighbor, maybe someone who doesn't even know they hurt you. Forgive them, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. And if you have hurt someone, reach out before it's too late. The people in our lives will not always be there. We will not always be here. Life is too short to carry grudges. My dear brothers and sisters, enter this Ramadan with a heart as light as a feather, unburdened by pain, purified by forgiveness. And in return, Allah will shower you with a forgiveness greater than you can ever imagine. May this be our best Ramadan that we have ever witnessed. Ya Allah, cleanse our hearts, help us forgive, and forgive us as we forgive others.